I don't know if anybody could hear me. Hello, everyone. I'm sorry I'm late. I apologize. I ordered food, so I'm gonna eat stuff in a bit. Hi. And this is Inky. For anybody who hasn't met Inky before, I can say hi to him. Okay, Inky will just hang out on the stool here. Doing Inky stuff. Yay! How's everyone doing? Aloha, everyone. Hello. Thanks for joining, everybody. Hey, Arif. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Hey, Intensive Core. Hey, Ben. SS. Hey, Keno. Hey, Ivers. Hello, everybody. I'm so glad to see everyone again. Hello, newcomers. Good to see you all as well. Hey, Paul. Nice chatting with you. Okay, so there's a lot we're covering today, so whilst I am waiting for my food, which hopefully shows up at some point, what was I saying? Right, so we have a lot to cover today. Have any of you guys watched the Google keynote that came out like 2 days ago or 4 days ago, something like that? I forgot when it came out. 4 days ago. Yeah, 4 days ago now. It's the Google Cloud, I can't talk. The keynote, yes, the Google Cloud conference. What's it called? It's called Next, I think. Right? I think it's the Google Cloud Next conference. But yeah, have any of you guys seen that one? Let me just actually pull it up. I can't find it. Yeah, this one. Okay, well, we're going to be talking about some of that today. There is a lot in there. So like some key highlights, I think, are going to be the context window is going to be huge. I think they're working on a 10 million model context window as well, which is insane. To be able to drop in like entire movies, entire books, like things like that, and be able to ask the AI about it, Gemini about it. What else? Yeah, there's just a lot. I really recommend that you actually go through the keynote. I think there's like some supercuts as well that do a decent job highlighting it, cutting it down to like 30-40 minutes, 'cause I know the full thing is like really long. But yeah, you can just go on YouTube, search for some of the supercuts. Definitely, I think you should check it out. They're also having a much bigger focus on businesses. So they're really going for the enterprise in order to differentiate themselves from OpenAI people. What else? Yeah, so a lot of businesses they're working with. They're really going B2B here. And I think they're finally starting to use their multimodality. Because like one of the key things about Google that they weren't really using before is the fact they have so many different Google products, right? So the smart thing to do is to like link together all of the different multimodalities, like, vision, blah, 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 all of these things. And then also link that together with all of the Google products that they have. So for example, like why are you not able to book an appointment using Google Calendar if it's integrated, right? Or it's like using Google Maps in order to plan out certain things. YouTube, be able to like go on YouTube and look at information about that, to search things, marketing, Google ads. That was like one of the key things that Google had a huge advantage with compared to OpenAI and a lot of other companies out there, because they already have like this full suite of tools available to them. So it seems like they're finally making an effort to actually start doing that, which I think even like the model itself, like the model being pretty similar to GPT-4 or even like slightly worse than GPT-4, just having those like functionalities from a user perspective, I think would be really, really beneficial. Just be able to like coordinate between all the Google tools. But it looks like they're finally doing that, at least. I didn't see any waiting for you. Oh, okay. Let's do it then. let's do it then. Yeah, so that was, and then the biggest thing I want to talk about, ooh, the title should have been the AI agent train. The AI agent train. Whoops. Okay, well, it's fine. What I did, maybe I should like actually change the title now. That's awkward. The AI agents train. All right, that's fine. So yeah, what I wanted to focus on today, in addition to all like the context and all these things that they're doing, is agents, because that is something that everybody is talking about these days. Yeah, so if you come to the previous live streams, I think the last one we also went through agents, and we were talking about how like OpenAI had 2 different agents that they're allegedly working on. There's like Devin as an agent, open source agents. So everybody is talking about agents these days. Those of you who don't know what agents are, like you can think about it in the sense that we started off with chatbots, just being able to talk to ChatGPT, and just like saying things back and forth with it. And then we incorporated RAG, which is when you're able to have like more live data or just like more specific data available to your model, so it's able to respond to things maybe with live news, right? And then we went to copilots, which is when you get things like Microsoft Copilot, or like GitHub Copilot, that's supposed to work alongside you in order to increase your productivity at certain tasks, like making PowerPoint slides, where like code things faster, right? And then the next development that we're in right now is agents, which is fully autonomous things, essentially. Like they're supposed to be fully autonomous AI that's able to perform specific functions. So it's kind of like one step up from Copilot, where you're supposed to be working together with it. With agents, you're supposed to be working like it's supposed to autonomously be able to do things. So I'm sure many of you guys have heard about Devin, the AI software engineer. That's an example of an agent. So an agent is supposed to be able to take on a role of a specific individual, like a corporate individual usually, and do those tasks autonomously. So yeah, everybody's jumping on the agent game, and it looks like finally Google is doing it as well, albeit a little bit late. So I actually did test out the Google's agent builder, AI agent builder, I think that's what it's called. So I'm actually going to show you that after we go through let's actually go through like what it is that they promised us, and then we will see what it's actually like. Does anybody have any guesses? Does anybody have any guesses? Say like 100%. Yeah, let's do this fun activity. Say like 100% living up to standard, right? What percentage do you think AI agents has lived up to the standard that Google proclaims that it has? Do you guys remember the Gemini situation, the Gemini demos that came out end of last year, and then when they actually released Gemini Pro, Gemini Advanced, Gemini Ultra. Yeah, Gemini Ultra. There's too many terms. Gemini Ultra. Yeah. Do any of you guys remember when that happened? And that was like a tad disappointing, perhaps. What do you think this time? What do you think? Make a guess. Do you think we're at like, I would say the Gemini thing, let's say like that benchmark was maybe like 20% of expectation being met. What about this time? Do you think Google has finally done it and actually did what they said they will do, over exceeded that, or greatly did not get there? 20%, 10%, 50%, 35%, okay, 40%, 20%, 0.01%. All right, let's get these numbers, let's keep these numbers in our brains, and then when we come back, we can revisit what we think afterwards, okay? Change the title to clickbait, goodbye everyone, last video ever, then just come back like nothing. Yeah, if the day ever comes to the point in which I do that cipher, I really think that I should probably just get off YouTube at that point. Like, for reals. 7%, 20%. Okay, so it looks like we do not have high standards for Google. We do not believe that they're going to blow our minds and exceed our expectations. We shall see. We shall see. Of all companies, I genuinely think NVIDIA is the only one that has actually blown my mind in terms of meeting what it says that it will do, at least thus far. Okay. All right, let's do it. So I'm not going to go through the full thing, but I just want to go through, so they have 6 different agents that they're allegedly working on. I keep saying the word allegedly. It's like my favorite word now. When it comes to the AI stuff, I'm always just like, yeah, allegedly. As perhaps they say this at least. But allegedly, that is what they're working on, like 6 different agents. So let's actually take a look and go through them, and then we'll see if it actually does things. All right. Oh dear. Oh no, does it not let me share my... I think I had that problem last time where it wouldn't let me show stuff. Let me see. Will it let me like show stuff? Okay, well, okay, cool. All right. Oh yeah, and then their whole like open source deal as well. So yeah, everything up to like the 26-minute mark, we're just fine as supercut. It's worth it. But I'm not going to focus too much on those things right now today. Although I would actually say those things are very interesting. Blah 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 blah. Okay, whatever. Let's just listen. Oh shit, my food is here. Give me 1 second. I'll go get my food. We can watch while I eat. Perfect. Guess what I got? Okay, let's watch.
People in their amazing cars. Let's hear from their CEO, Ola.
Whoops.
Linus. Thank you for having me. App and website and their customer experience. Voice, conversation,
Video of this band.
extensions to complete tasks for customers, like updating contact information, booking a flight, ordering food, and many more. And you can integrate enterprise data for an example of Amanda Loop.
So last night I was watching a video of this band and I love the keyboard player shirt. So I was thinking I'd really like to be wearing that shirt tomorrow night. But can I find it in my size and in time to be rocking it at the concert here in Vegas? Let's head over to my favorite store, Symbol Fashion. They just launched a customer agent, and it leverages Gemini and vector search to deliver a seamless shopping experience. What can we help you find? Well, I'd like that shirt, but I guess I have a few other specifications as well. So find me a checkered shirt like the keyboard player is wearing.
Okay, so that's the first agent. It's going to be a customer agent.
I'd like to see prices, where to buy it, and how soon can I be wearing it. I'm gonna include the video. Now, the customer agent is using Gemini's multimodal reasoning to analyze the text and video to identify exactly what I'm looking for. Then, Gemini turns it into a searchable format. Okay. How cool is this? It found the checkered shirt I'm looking for, right? And some other great options in no time. And that's because these results harness Google's trusted search technologies, which ensures customers, like me, get the right results in record time. The suggested products are grounded in Symbol Fashion's inventory and historical performance data to make sure customers leave happy and with that purchase in hand. Okay, the first one is perfect. It looks like I can have it delivered in 4 days or pick it up nearby today. Like I said, I want to be wearing it tomorrow night, so I'm going to go with the local store to be safe. Of course, it never fails. They only have 3 left in my size. I don't want to miss out on wearing this shirt, so I'm going to go ahead, give the store a call, and ask them to set it aside for me. But first, let me tell you what's happening behind the scenes. Symbol Fashion's customer agent is using Google Cloud's full suite of AI capabilities to offer customized support interactions, facilitate transactions like purchases and returns, and ensure that I'm receiving the most up-to-date information in real time. I'm so close to having this shirt for the concert. Let's give the store a call.
Can we just talk about okay, actually, you know what? Let's just keep listening to this.
Hi there. This is the Symbol Fashion customer agent at South Las Vegas Boulevard. Am I speaking with Amanda?
Yes, this is Amanda.
Great. Thanks for reaching out, Amanda. I see you had a session on another device. I've sent you an SMS message with a link to our live chat companion. If you would like to switch to chat, please click the link. How can I help you today?
I'd like to purchase the shirt in my cart with the card I have on file.
Absolutely. I see you're also a Symbol Fashion Rewards member. Looks like you have a 20% off voucher available to use. Would you like to apply it to this purchase?
Yes, please. That would be great.
The shirt you're purchasing goes well with these items, also available for pickup in your preferred size. Would any of these be interesting to you?
Absolutely. Please add the white shirt and the boots to my cart.
Great. Your total is $203.73. Okay to proceed with the card on file?
Yes.
Your purchase is confirmed. Do you need anything else today?
No, I'm all set. Thank you. Incredible.
Thank you for shopping with Symbol Fashion.
Oh shit, were you guys even able to see the last part? Or did I fuck up the screen really bad? Oh no. Okay, well, hopefully you're able to see it. Oh no, I fucked it up, didn't I? Oh no, shit. I was too focused on it. Okay, anyways, you guys heard the audio, right? Okay. All right. I don't know what happened. Sorry about that. But you guys could hear what was happening. Right, okay, so I wanted to just, okay, sorry, I don't know what happened. I wanted to show you just like this one part where I just want to point out that is, in my opinion, pretty interesting. No, what happened? It just did that on me. God damn it. Okay, you can't see it, right? What if I...
And the boots.
Shit. I full screen it, exit out. Oh god. Nope, that did not work, and you guys just saw my anime selections. Let's see. Why doesn't it? What the fuck? Default mode? Does that work? No. What in the world is happening? Okay. God damn it. Sorry, everyone. Technical difficulties, as you can see. Okay, sure. That's good enough. Okay, well, I don't know if you guys can even see this part, which I'm hoping if I go to theater mode. Okay. What I wanted to point out, which is completely maybe not relevant, is the fact that, so she basically went through this flow and then went like, oh, can you help me, like, can I just buy this whole thing? And then they did the whole marketing situation where the AI tool was like, oh, like, you know, sure, certainly. Would you also like these other things as well? She's like, yeah, I would love those things too, such as a $45 plain white t-shirt and a $130 boots. So I don't know, I just want to point that out. Some like dystopian shit, you know, consumerism dystopian shit, where they're gonna like get you for the things that you want. No more need for Google ads. We'll just do it this way. Okay, I'm done. Right. So what do you guys think? That was the customer one. I personally think it wasn't, I don't think it's like particularly that impressive. Yeah, I honestly don't think it was particularly that impressive. Like we've seen other stores and like things like that already showcase this like way before. So I'm just like I don't think it's, I get it, but I think the technology itself is not particularly innovative for that use case. I think the implementation, if they actually manage to get the B2B part to work properly, that would be pretty interesting. Also kind of dystopian. Yeah, I want to know your thoughts. I'm gonna eat my food and I want to know your thoughts about what you think this customer agent is like. Also, guess what kind of food I got? Maybe this will be a better hint. I want to hear what your thoughts are. What you think about this implementation, what you think will come out of it. I am on like the slightly, this could be bad side. As if it's not regulated properly. Like I just feel like it's just going to be another way for targeted ads, but you know, like upselling and things like that. It does. It does. Korean. Yes, good job. I think the food will taste nicer than it looks. Yeah, it's pretty beige looking. I didn't get the spicy version, but it's pretty good. It's Korean noodles, and I also have rice as well. Why would this be any faster than just a person answering a question? Good question. I guess by not having to have a person answer the questions, that would be key. Yeah, I agree with you guys. I really agree with you guys. I don't think this is particularly like special in any way. I think it might just be the fact that it's Google and it's gonna use like its vast amounts of data in order to help push these marketing selections, right? Just like similar how Facebook ads and Google ads work and YouTube ads and whatever. So I feel like it's just gonna use that data engine to power what it is that should be recommended to people, or like how it is that the sequence should be recommended in order to maximize sales, right? Like click-throughs and things like that. So I think there's like implications in the marketing side, which could, or you know, I personally don't think it's going to be a great thing. But anyways, all right. The next agents, I really wrote these down, can't remember, is the employee agents. So yeah, actually, why don't we do this as well? Rate in the chat and scale of 1 to 10, 10 being mind blown, 1 being meh, like super meh. How would we describe the the customer agent? I'm gonna write customer agent ranking. All right, let's watch the second part. Also, it's like I don't know why their demos are so long. Like, it did not need to be that long.
To my car.
Great. Your total is $203.73. Okay to proceed with the card on file?
Yes.
Makes it easy to get a ride.
Back to you, Thomas.
Thank you, Amanda. That was awesome. Now let's talk about employee agents. Many of our customers are building employee agents using Gemini for Google Workspace and Vertex AI to help their employees be more productive and work better together. For hundreds of millions of people around the world, Uber is an essential mobile app that makes it easy to get a ride or a home delivery. There are many complex processes that must run smoothly behind the scenes for Uber to keep providing its magical user experiences. We talked with Dara Khosrowshahi, the CEO of Uber, and learned more about how they're building AI agents to help everyone.
Generative AI opens up opportunities across all parts of our business. But the opportunity I'm particularly excited about is developer and employee productivity. Our partnership with Google Cloud is helping us create a stronger and more empowered workforce. Gemini for Google Workspace helps us save time on repetitive tasks, frees up developers for higher value work, reduces our agency spending, and enhances employee retention. We're also using Google Cloud's AI platform to build our own AI agents to help our support teams better help our customers. For frontline support, we've launched new tools that intelligently summarize user communications and surface context from previous interactions. Anything that helps our teams go faster, helps our platform go faster, so our customers can get where they want to go or what they want to get delivered, all at Uber speed. With Google Cloud, Uber's creating new ways to empower our workforce and better serve our customers. Thanks for having me.
Please welcome Vice President and General Manager
So dramatic. Let's keep going.
of Google Workspace, Aparna Kapoor.
Hello, everyone. Gemini for Google Workspace is our AI-powered agent built right into Gmail, Docs, Sheets, and more. Gemini doesn't just help our customers be more productive. It's a member of their team. Need a quick answer on something? Just ask Gemini. Need a world-class note-taker in an important meeting? Bring Gemini along. Need insights from a dozen analyst reports? Gemini is your research partner. Customers really appreciate the quality of output that Gemini for Workspace provides. More than 70% of Help Me Write users in Google Docs and Gmail accept Gemini's suggestions. And more than 75% of people who have created images and slides insert them into their presentations. We're seeing the impact of this every day with our customers. Pepperdine University has students and faculty who speak many languages. Gemini in Google Meet enables real-time translated captioning and notes. PennyMac is accelerating recruiting, hiring, and new employee onboarding. And Woolworths, the leading retailer in Australia, is seeking to unlock greater productivity for over 10,000 administrative employees by providing them with Gemini for Google Workspace. Now today, we have quite a few announcements with Gemini for Workspace. First, many customers have asked for a way to get AI-powered Google Meet and Chat company-wide at a lower price, particularly to move away from Zoom. In a recent benchmarking study that tested the top video conferencing applications, Google Meet outperformed Microsoft Teams, Zoom, and WebEx in overall video and audio performance. So we're announcing the AI meetings and messaging add-on with Take Notes for Me, chat summarization, and real-time translation. And it will only cost $10 per user per month. Second, we're making AI-powered data protection available with our brand new AI security add-on. Now, Workspace admins can automatically classify and protect sensitive files and data using privacy-preserving AI models trained for their organization. Third, Gemini and Chat can now catch you up on long conversation threads, summarize decisions, and be a real-time creative partner. Let's have product lead for Workspace collaboration apps, Christina Baer, give you a quick look at Gemini for Workspace.
Thanks, Aparna. There are lots of ways Gemini for Workspace is helping our customers save time. Let me show you the magic of one example in action. I've been asked to evaluate 2 proposals for a new payroll system. I open up my Drive.
I'm sorry, I just have to interrupt before this goes on. Is anybody else just like cringing right now? The fuck. $10, everyone. $10 for email transcription and for what is that called? For meeting transcription, similar to other products such as Fireflies and Teams and Microsoft Teams and everything else, but extra $10 per person. Like 2 years later. Sorry, I just had to like put that in there. All right, let's go.
Drive, and I see that there are 2 statements of work here, or SOWs, that outline the vendor proposals. Google Drive is AI ready without any additional pre-work, and everything here is protected with our industry-leading security. All I need to do to get started is drag and drop the 2 files over into the Gemini side panel, which is currently in preview. In just a few seconds, Gemini for Workspace will give me an outline of these proposals so that I can have a good idea of what they're about. And I could go even further and ask, compare the price, price of the 2 offers. Each of these documents is over 70 pages. It would have taken me hours to review these docs. But instead, Gemini is going to help me find a clean answer to save me a ton of time. And as you can see, I have the answer right here in the Gemini side panel. Let's go ahead and dive into one of these proposals. So I'm going to pick this one. One of the things that you'll notice about Gemini in Docs is that it will proactively show me a summary of this file so that I can get a sense of what's going on without needing to take the time to read the whole thing. But before I proceed with this vendor, I need to ensure that no compliance issues exist. And I'm going to be honest, I have not memorized every rule in our compliance rulebook because it is over 100 pages. I would have to need to scour the 80 pages of this proposal and compare it manually with 100 pages of the rulebook. So instead, in the side panel, I ask, does this offer comply, with the following? And I'm going to mention our compliance rulebook, hit enter, and see what Gemini has to say. Okay, so interesting. Gemini has found an issue because the supplier does not list their security certifications. Because Gemini is grounded in my company's data with source citations to specific files, I can trust this response and start to troubleshoot before selecting a vendor. Gemini for Workspace was terrific in this example, saving me a lot of time without compromising on accuracy. And this technology can be applied in so many other use cases. A sales team analyzing RFPs, a recruiter developing interview questions, and so much more. Back to you, Aparna.
Thank you, Christina.
Right. I mean, okay, I feel like the workplace, the thing that they show with the security, like being able to see if it infringes on security and things like that, I think that actually could be useful, except given like hallucinations and things like that we already see in a lot of these models, I just feel like if you're doing something as sensitive as like security and safety and policies and things like that, then isn't that just like, I don't know, I feel like I would not want to do that. I would not want to use AI to do something like that, unless they're gonna like guarantee me like, oh, like whatever happens, we will take responsibility for it. You know, especially if you're, say, like companies that have very sensitive data like healthcare, insurance, blah blah blah, like things like that. Yeah, it's just, I don't know how this is supposed to be a good idea to do this. So yeah, I found that really strange. And like the whole like summary transcription and stuff, it's just like, I like the concept of it, but I honestly, it's I don't want to feel like I'm like just being super negative right now. It just feels like they are releasing things that have already been there with nothing new on top of it, and it just feels like so, what's that term, like, it just feels like so, like Black Mirror, like it's like that feeling. I don't know how to explain it. Like it's so scripted, and I don't know, it just gives me like this really off-putting feeling. I don't know if anybody else has that, gets those vibes at all. Also, this food is great. Google cut massively down in May using human agents. entirely for crowd compute tools. It works 90% of the 60% of the times without supervision. 90% out of 60%. So it's 90% of 60% without supervision. You know, I actually don't, I think this is all gonna happen at some point. Like, I don't have any particular delusions about saying like AI is not gonna be able to do all these things. And I think we are making progress towards it. I think, and we can see like there's a lot of competition between companies right now. They're all trying to come up with agents. They're all trying to do this domain. So I'm very certain that within the next, I don't even want to say like a year, within the next few months, we probably really just start seeing things that genuinely are really, really incredible that are coming out. So that's like kind of what happened before as well, right? Like something came out, wasn't that great, but it will get better. I think it's more so just the fact that it's Google. I mean, Google's been lagging behind for a while now, and they're still in the game, which, you know, props to that. At least they didn't like give up like some of the other companies. But just something about it being Google just is, it just feels really off-putting to me. Like a company that's supposed to be this established. Yeah, I can't explain it. I don't know. Like, can someone explain to me why I feel like this? It's a lot like Microsoft Copilot with their closed models for enterprise as for private security as a lawyer. I'm like, yeah. It's I don't know. Just okay, got it, Patrick. What type of industry is going to grow the most with AI? I think a lot of healthcare and education that's been shown. A lot of climate change, green tech as well. It's been shown to have a lot of growth using AI, and as well as marketing and content related stuff is, I think, what we've been seeing. Okay, rating from 1 to 10. How impressed are we by this? So I'm gonna like write it down. People were saying we were impressed by. I'm just gonna like take screenshots, or I'll just write it somewhere. So in terms of the customer, okay, we need to move a little bit faster. But yeah, I can't stop my commentary. So in terms of the customer one, people were saying between like 2. It looks like it's around like a 2. How impressed are we by the employee agent? We'll go through the rest of them faster, promise. 0, 7 out of 10. Okay. So 2. Looks like the mode is 2 here. Let's go on. Yeah. I'm just like,
Many of our customers are building employee agents to automate workflows that are tedious and repetitive. For example, Bristol Myers Squibb is transforming its document processing for clinical trials. Something that took scientists weeks. The Home Depot's app, called Sidekick, helps store a
portal for my company, HR benefit. Okay, there's a lot here. It's coming, but I need to talk to you for a minute about my annual benefits enrollment.
You will want to ground that in enterprise truth, using databases like AlloyDB, BigQuery, and data from enterprise apps like SAP, and announcing today, HubSpot. Let's take a look at an example of an employee agent in action. Please welcome developer advocate Gabe Weiss.
Thanks, Aparna. Hi, folks. So I know you all want to hear about awesome AI stuff that's coming, but I need to talk to you for a minute about my annual benefits enrollment. See, I forgot. I have to finish signing up by today. And as you can see, I might be a little bit busy. So if you don't mind, let's go ahead and look at this open enrollment email together. Okay, yep, I've got a deadline. I knew that, thank you. I've got FSA stuff. I've got an online portal for my company, HR benefit. Okay, there's a lot here. They included a video. Let's see if this makes my life easier. And the video is, okay, so it's almost an hour long. Yeah, I'm not gonna have time to review all of this stuff. Let's see how this employee agent that we've developed using Google Workspace, Gemini models, and Vertex AI might be able to help me. As you can see, it's integrated directly into my Google Chat, so I don't have to context switch while I'm figuring all this stuff out. First things first, let's have it summarize the email and the video that it sent me. Summarize the body and attached video from my recent email with subject, open enrollment, closing. So behind the scenes, the agent is referencing that email body and its attachments as context in the prompt using retrieval augmented generation. That way, its response is limited to the content that matters to me. The Gemini model's multimodal capabilities allows the agent to understand and reason across text, audio, and video from a single prompt. I mean, this is a way quicker read. Okay, good. And I can immediately see that the medical plans have been completely revamped this year. Let's go ahead and jump into the benefits portal to see more. Now, I've already done my dental and my vision, but I saved the most important plan for last, my medical plan. Let's see how this option stacks against my existing coverage. Compare these coverage options to the PDF doc I have on the Platinum plan. The Gemini model's long context window, paired with Vertex extensions, enables the agent to cross-reference large amounts of data from a variety of sources, including unstructured data like PDFs. Leveraging Gemini's advanced reasoning capabilities, the agent is able to understand the complex details of my current plan and compare it with the new options for 2025. And since the enterprise grounding features links me to the exact data that Gemini used to draw its conclusions, which you can see linked here, I can confidently trust its recommendation that the gold plan is best for me. And done. So now let's get a summary of my coverage. Let's say my house is multilingual, so I'd like to have it in Japanese also. Please generate a summary of 2025 benefits in a Google Doc in both English and Japanese. Although my source material is in English, the Gemini model's support for over 40 languages enables it to understand and respond in Japanese. And here we go. By engaging with employees in their native language, the agent can help everyone feel comfortable navigating their healthcare needs for the next year. So one last thing. Now that I've officially completed enrollment, my daughter's going to need braces this year. Let's use the agent to help me find the right orthodontist. My daughter will need braces this year. Help me find the best in-network orthodontist near my home. With Vertex extensions, the Gemini model can integrate with any external or internal API. This allows the agent to join my dental coverage details directly with real-time Google Maps and Places data to help determine the best ranked in-network providers near me. Taking a quick look at my options. Okay, so it looks like Symbol Orthodontics is the only one that offers Saturday appointments, which works best for my family schedule, but what do I really know about them? How do I know that the agent actually picked the best orthodontists? Because the Gemini model natively supports grounding with Google search, I can see what the agent found, summarizing, saving me hours of scouring the internet for fresh information. The best part is I can get the annotations to see where the information came from, which means if I want to look for myself, I can. I have great places to start. And a quick scan of the summary shows me that they're great with kids, which is great. I particularly love this customer review. I'll go with that. Let's schedule a call. I don't know how it's going to find a schedule, though. I mean, I'm here. The agent knows that I'm at Google Cloud Next because it's integrated with Google Calendar, and it can find a time to schedule the call. Yes, please. Awesome. I've got a call. Do I need anything else? Nope, I'm good. No, thanks. Perfect. Nice and easy. Just imagine what else an employee agent can help you with. Thanks. Back to you, Aparna.
That was great. Next up.
I admit I jumped the gun a little bit there. How do we feel about the second part? I think I just got like so triggered by the beginning part. I actually think the second part could be really, really useful. Yeah, I think it's good because it uses the multimodality functions and then just all the Google tools that is Google's strength, right? Like it's like using the strength of that in order to link together all the different applications. So I actually think that it is pretty valuable. I don't know if they're going to share pricing at some point, but yeah, that I think is pretty decent. So I'm going to just respond to in the chat 1 to 10 how impressed you are. I'm going to keep going. So in the interest of time, let's get through the rest of these.
Creative agents. Generative AI is transforming how marketing teams are creating content, personalizing it, and making real-time campaign adjustments. Creative agents can supercharge your design and production teams working across images, slides, and other modalities. We're seeing really interesting creative agents from customers. For example, Carrefour, one of the world's leading food retailers, is pioneering new ways to use generative AI for marketing. Now, using Vertex AI, they were able to deploy Carrefour Marketing Studio in just 5 weeks, an innovative solution to streamline the process of creating dynamic campaigns across various social networks, empowering the marketing teams to efficiently promote products and engage with their target audience. In just a few clicks, they can build ultra-personalized campaigns to deliver customers advertising that they care about. Other customers, such as Canva, are using Vertex AI to power its magic design for video, helping users skip tedious editing steps. Procter & Gamble is accelerating the development of photorealistic images and creative assets, giving teams more time back to focus on higher-level plans. WPP, the creative transformation company, built a performance brain using Gemini 1.5 Pro on Vertex AI to power its media activation tool called WPP Open Media Studio. Advertisers like the Google Pixel team can now see predictions of which ads are going to work the best before a single impression has been served, avoiding millions of dollars of media waste over the life of campaigns. Now, while these examples are about professional creative teams, we believe that everyone can be a great creator and a great storyteller. But the formats and tools for storytelling at work haven't really changed that much. How many times have you heard, should we start with a doc or a deck? Well, we can do a lot better. I'm absolutely thrilled to announce our newest workspace app, Google Vids. Sitting alongside Google Docs, Sheets, Slides, Google Vids is an AI-powered video creation app for work. With Gemini and Vids, you have a video writing, production, and editing assistant all in one. Let me show you how simple it is to get started with Vids. Now, after a full week with all of you here at Next, I'm going to want to share a recap video to share all the excitement with my organization. When I open up Vids, Gemini helps me get started. I simply type in a prompt using an existing document for context. Now, based on that prompt, Gemini suggests a narrative outline for the story that I could easily customize and edit. I choose an expressive style, and Vids works its magic. Let's see what I get. So wow, just like that, I get the first draft with beautifully designed, fully animated scenes, complete with relevant stock media and music, and even a generated script. I'll be able to add fun videos and photos that I captured this week from my media directly by accessing Google Drive and Google Photos. And even without any video expertise, I can build out scenes like a pro just as easily as I make slides. But it doesn't have to stop there. With Vids, you can personalize your story your way by recording yourself or by using one of our preset voices by Gemini and by enriching scenes with high-quality media from our stock content library or from your own to really make your story shine. And because Google Vids is a workspace app, it comes with all of the collaboration capabilities that your teams already know and love. Vids doesn't just help you create videos. It helps you become a better storyteller with a rich new medium at work. This isn't just a vision. Vids is already in the hands of alpha customers who have been giving us really great feedback as we work towards expanding to workspace labs in June. I'm looking forward to sharing more about Vids with all of you in my spotlight session tomorrow. Beyond Vids, many customers are building agents for their marketing teams, audio and video production teams, and all of the creative people out there who could use a hand. We provide a tremendously powerful platform and stack to build creative agents. First, it takes the best image generation model. Imagen 2.0, our most advanced text-to-image technology, helps businesses create images that match their specific brand requirements. This is now generally available in Vertex AI. Imagen's strong language comprehension and photorealism capabilities contributed to Google securing the leadership position in the recent Forrester Computer Vision Wave. Second, as a part of Imagen, we're now introducing text to live image in preview today. Marketing and creative teams can generate animated images from a text prompt, including product images, ads, GIFs, and storyboards. Here's an example of a daylily opening in the morning dew, and a pot of something delicious simmering on the stove, or an aerial view of a mountain range. Third, we are proud to announce the general availability of digital watermarking for AI-generated images produced by Imagen. It's powered by Google DeepMind's SynthID. Finally, we're announcing new editing modes for Imagen 2.0, which will make it really easy to remove unwanted elements in an image, add new elements, and expand the borders of the image to create a wider view for all of you.
Themes of our.
Let's see the demo.
On a marketing strategy right away. Let's see how the creative agent we developed with Gemini models, Imagen 2.0's API, and Google Workspace can help. First things first, let's get a look into sense for the look and feel of our brand. What are the key styles and themes of our brand? The creative agent can analyze previous campaigns to understand our unique brand style and apply it to new ideas. In this case, the creative agent has analyzed over 3,000 brand images, descriptions, videos, and documents of other products that we have in our catalog contained within Google Drive to create this summary. And as you can see, it summarized our brand identity as bold, adventurous, and aspirational. This is exactly the look and feel that we're going for. The creative agent was able to use Gemini Pro's 1 million token context window and its ability to reason across text, images, and video to generate this summary. Next, I'm going to prompt our creative agent using Imagen to dynamically generate amazing new images of our tents in iconic and real outdoor settings. This will help us brainstorm campaign locations. All of this, of course, will match our unique brand style. Now, because I'm a terrible typist, I'm going to use Chrome's built-in clipboard history. So we've asked it to create these images. We'll give it just a second. Check these out. Machu Picchu, not bad. Half Dome. These are real landmarks accurately presented. Now, let's work on a narrative to really help us land the message. I want to make special note that in this prompt, I'm going to ask the creative agent to provide captions in both English and Spanish, and that I'm using a multilingual prompt to do so. Awesome. The creative agent leveraged Gemini Pro's multimodal capabilities to brainstorm creative captions that match each photo. These look great too. And thanks to our multilingual capability, we're able to share the same story with our customers in their native language. Moving along, let's ask the agent to combine everything into a storyboard and share it with the team to get some feedback.
Generate a storyboard, share it with an email group. The creative agent's going to move this into slides and share it out with that group. All done, shared with the group. They can post comments directly in Google Slides, and we can see them here for the agent to review. We'll speed up time a little bit because it's a demo and take a look at the feedback. Looks great, but there are 3 requests. First, something for less experienced campers. Second, content for the Symbol Outfitters podcast. And third, something more visually dynamic for social media. Let's start with that new storyboard. We'll use that copy-paste trick again. And you'll see, in this case, we're asking for a new image, new captions, and a new storyboard with that new audience, that relaxed camping audience. Take a look. That looks pretty relaxing to me. Looks pretty good. And there's the storyboard. Great. Just like that, the creative agent modified our ideas for a new audience. It understood our context and made the changes that we asked for. Now, let's generate that podcast. The Gemini model's complex reasoning allows me to generate a script and an audio clip in a single prompt. This much longer prompt highlights our ability to do ordered operations. We're asking the agent to create a podcast script in SSML, or speech synthesis markup language, and then passing the output to our text-to-speech API. The result will be an episode with 2 people discussing tense. So we'll see the script here, which we could expand if we wanted, but let's just listen to a little bit of it.
Welcome to the show.
Thanks, Freya. It's great to be here. I'm always happy to geek out about gear.
That sounds really good. And I want you to notice the regionalisms in the speakers' voices. Pretty impressive, but we don't have time to listen to the whole thing because you're here for the keynote. Finally, we were asked for some engaging content for social media. Let's see what the creative agent can do using our new live image generation capability. So we'll ask it, generate some live images of our tent outdoors. For clarity, we've run this prompt before, and so you'll be seeing cache to speed things up. But these are simply beautiful. Creating content like this could take days or weeks of scouting and shooting. But our creative agent used Imagine's new text to live image capability to make them in minutes. The creative agent shows how Google's generative AI capability can make producing custom content easy, seamless, and a lot of fun. I'll hand it over to Brad Calder.
Okay, in the interest of time, I'm not going to go over more of this. There's a few more agents left. Let me see. So we went through the customer agent, employee agent, and the creative agent. So we still have data agents, code agents, and security agents. So I'm going to put the link for the keynote again. Do watch it if you have time. I think it is interesting. What do we all think from a scale of 1 to 10 in terms of how interesting, how useful do you think the creative agent is? I personally think this could be a 7 or 8 useful. I can see this being very useful in creating content myself. It's like designing a storylines and things. I probably wouldn't depend on AI to do like most of the actual how to tell the story part. It's just more in terms of like not having to find B-roll, for example. And I also think for people who are, say, like just mostly working more, how do I say, like more in terms of like promotions or brands and marketing, I think this would be more useful that you can just generate it straight off the bat without, I don't know, if there's any marketers out there, like things that are not as like interpersonal, what do you think that this would be helpful in doing that? Like, do you think it can do the majority of that work or not really? I do think the AI podcast, that was like really funny. It's like create some content about two people talking about tents. I too like tents. Yes, tents are very interesting. I think that in itself could be some very interesting content to watch. I would definitely be interested in two AIs discussing tents as like YouTube content. 6, 5, 6, 7. Okay. How do I watch that video? Where do I put the link there? Put it again. I'll just pin it for you. you can, it's pinned. Yeah. Okay, I would see, how do I, if you are not a creative person as far as making images, I'm a campaign manager, I wouldn't trust AI to make content, but it can help a lot. Okay. Gives great ideas that you get the creative juices flowing. Everyone says AI, but what about human? What about human? Nobody remembers that, Ibrahim. Shh, go to sleep. Okay. All right. I'm gonna actually, we're like a little bit over time already, but I really want to do this. So do stay around if you can. I want to actually show you. So all of these promises, all of these things that we talked about, like, wow, like so cool. Let's see what it is that Google can actually live up the standards to. So, all right. I played around with this a little bit already. Can you guys see it? Yeah, no, maybe. Okay, cool. I played around this. So this is the agent builder. So it's on Google Cloud. It's on Vertex, which is like their fully managed AI system that has, you know, a lot of the AI things that you need. So in this case, I'm gonna do this with you guys all again. So agent, accept and create. This might take a little bit of time actually. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna go with this one because, okay, Vertex AI Builder. It's faster. Oh no, shit, it's the same. I guess I still have to do this. Okay, it might take a little bit of time. Change that to global. Okay. Oh, tenant project is being set up. Please try again in a few minutes. What the fuck? Okay, well, let's try it again. As you can see, it's already breaking down. Okay, agents. Global, create. Failed precondition exception. Tenant project is being set up. Well, that's a problem. What do I do? It says wait a few minutes. Okay, I guess we can try waiting a few minutes. But I'll just tell you, I guess I can just, that's annoying. I really wanted to show you guys this. I'm gonna see if I can use a different account. Or I think it's probably gonna tell me the same thing. What if I did US Central instead? Okay, US Central. All right. So this is what it looks like. It gives you like the information. It asks you for like information about what kind of agent you want and like what the goals are and instructions. So let's just go through this together. So let's call this like a, okay, there's a reason why I'm gonna do this is because let's call it like a pet management. So pet store manager agent. The goal is to help customers manage their pets and provide information about their pets. Okay, instructions. So it gives you like a sample instruction that's here. I'm just gonna copy this part here. Yeah, the reason why I said pets right now is I'm gonna save this because we can add tools to it. So I'll save this. Tool name does not exist. Okay, sure. Manage all tools. Okay, whatever. Let's save this for now. Okay, so the way it works, actually, sorry, let me explain. The way it works, you give it instructions, like you have the sample here, and then after that, you can also give it tools and agents. So you can give it different tools it can use in order to accomplish the task. And then you can also use like one agent in order to redirect it to another agent. For example, you could have like a pet store agent, and then maybe it's like the cashier, not the cashier, what's it called? The, oh my God, I literally forgot how to say it in English. I only know how to say it in Chinese. The what is the person at the front called? The greeting person at the front. What is that called? I don't know how to speak English anymore. Okay, can someone tell me what that's called? What is the English word for person at front? Like the front desk? Front desk? I think front desk, probably. Yeah, reception. Yes, thank you, reception. Oh my god, the reception. Like for example, you can have the reception agent, which is the one it interfaces with, and then we can redirect it to like a store, you know, operations manager. You can redirect it to a vet. You can redirect it to like the bookkeeper, blah blah blah, like that, right? So, the whole concept of it is that you're able to provide specific agents a certain instruction, and then you can also use it to redirect to other agents, which is like a really cool construct, the way it works. So we talked about chat dev last week as well. It's like pretty similar to that. Certain agents are able to use tools and also recruit other people, other agents there. So in our case, I'm just going to keep it super simple. So there's code interpreter as the extension tool, but I'm going to make a new tool, and the one I'm going to make is just going to be the one that they already have, which is about pets. So I don't have to define all those things right now. So what's the tool? Help manage pets and their owners be able to log which pets are available, which are not, including other relevant information. Okay, so this part is kind of weird. I don't really have time to go through it right now. So you have to define a schema. So this is like a schema that's defined, and you can have authentication. Let me see if I can show you the YAML file. OpenAI schema builder. Yeah, so there's a schema builder that you can use. It has to be in YAML or JSON. So here is the one that they use as a sample. So for example, so yeah, you do need to know how APIs work in order to do this. So I wouldn't say, if you know how to code, this is not that hard. It's not very difficult to do that. If you don't, it may need a little bit of time for you to figure out how to do this, I would say. So you probably don't know what schemas are, and yeah, so you do need to understand like how APIs work. It is kind of weird though, because what it wants is a schema as opposed to like just writing a function or something like that. Because I feel like what would make a lot more sense is that if you just write the functions that this particular agent or this tool is able to do, or a particular agent is able to do, right? But I don't know, for some reason, what you have to do is actually just define the schema of it. Which is, yeah, maybe I need to like look at it a little bit more about how it's doing that, like why it's like that. But yeah, this is the pet one. And then you can see you have information about the pet, where you can like post all these different things about the pet, and then you also have a store object, inventory, blah blah blah, things like that, and then you have the users and things that you can do with the users as well. So yeah, and then you have all the schemas that are available. So yeah, this is already predefined. So we are just gonna come here and then just call it pet manager. And we will save this tool. And then what you can do is, go to the agent, go back here. And then we're gonna copy this part, copy and paste this part here. We're not gonna call another agent right now for simplicity's sake. And then the tool name here, we can just call it pet manager. So autofills for you. All right, so let us save this. How do I save it? Yeah, save it here. Is everybody following so far? Just want to make sure I didn't lose anyone. Coding is dead. Glorified Copilot. What are we talking about? Receptionist, concierge. Yes, thank you. Okay. All right. So let's go back to this. Yeah, like enter. This is also okay. This is so weird. Can you guys like see the bottom of this screen? This is really interesting. Who thinks that whoever is like, it says here, enter a user utterance. What the fuck? Enter a user utterance. I love this. Maybe Gemini came up with this. What the fuck talks like that? When I first saw that, I was like, what in the world? Okay. Oh, I'm going to enter an utterance of hello. Let's see, I can make this bigger. Okay, and it says, hi there, how can I help you? Can you help me log my pet into the system? I can help you with that. Can you please provide me with your pet's name and ID? And I'll say, my pet is a goldfish and does not have an ID yet. I see. We'll need to create a new profile for your goldfish. What is its name? I'm also gonna move my face over here so I don't block it. All right. My goldfish name is Bobby. Interesting. I'm sorry, I'm having trouble creating a new pet profile for your goldfish. Please try again later. Yeah. What the fuck? There is an error loading the agent. Okay. Thank you for your patience. Agent invocation input, summary of the preceding conversation, agent status. Okay, I have no idea what's going on here. Also, yeah, as you can see, like all I did was like figure out how to actually make it work. This is all. I have not figured out how to like actually make it work yet. So I know that you can put like examples of stuff for how it is that you should be conversating with the agent in terms of what you should be uttering to it. Which is like few shot prompt example. So I think that is something that probably need to play around with and actually like start creating them. You can also have RAG. So in order to allow it to have information that it may not have by itself. So you can also do this. What is up with the language that's being used? It's like the user's last utterance. Who the fuck came up with this? I can't get over that. Anyways, yeah, so you can play around with this. I think you probably need to do stuff with the tools. I try like defining new tools as well. If you don't know how to code, it might take you a little bit longer, but I'm sure you can figure it out. Another thing is that it does have integrations, so you can connect a bunch of like the apps that are currently already here so that you're able to use that. So that is quite nice, and that's something that I'm gonna be playing around with as well. Point integration using using Cloud Run, testing integration, and things like that. So yeah, those are things that I am interested in seeing how that would work out. So I'm gonna be playing around with this a little bit more. Although I don't know, it's just like what it feels like to me. This just feels like GPTs that came out like 6 months ago. It's just like Google's version of that. It's not really giving me the demo vibes here. So maybe I just like don't know how to use it, or maybe it's like enterprise level, but for now I don't feel like it's particularly impressive. It still feels like everything that Google said, it could be super interesting, but it still feels like it's like 6 months behind OpenAI is where I'm feeling. Although I do feel like the whole like being able to use all of Google's suites of tools and stuff, like the workplace one, that could be really helpful if it's done correctly. If you can actually be able to like chat with Gemini and then talk about how you can integrate like scheduling calendars and things like that, I think it could actually be really interesting. And on the creative side as well, but they really need to do something about this interface. It's like so confusing how to use this. Vertex AI in general as well. I don't know if you guys have used it before. I think Vertex AI is also just kind of confusing. Because it's like all the different apps and like all the different models are situated in the same place, but it's just not very user friendly. And their API as well. Like people, I was actually doing an interview and somebody was asking me like, oh Tina, like how come you don't really use like Google's APIs and build products using that? It's because it's a lot harder to use, honestly speaking. That's really what it is. Like I don't see why I would use it at this point, because there's no significant benefit to it. Like maybe it had all the multimodalities and the tools that are there, the Google Suite tools, I would be more inclined to go figure it out. But as it currently stands, it just feels like it's about the same, but it's a lot harder to actually use. So that's why I don't. Anyways, enough rambling from me. What are your thoughts? Ending thoughts. And it looks like that overall the question I asked you before, how impressed are we with what they actually came up with? She roasted that shit. What did I roast? Can't help you, Bobby. Maybe it doesn't work well with marine pets, only solid ground pets. Why everyone's saying coding? Because it is dying slowly. I made a video about this. I'm not going to get into this now. My one-liner sentence, I'm just going to send you the video, okay? One-liner sentence is that I think prompt engineering is the new coding. But that does not mean that you should not learn how to do engineering stuff. Yeah, just like engineering is the new... Just watch this video, okay? I'm not on the stance of, oh, like, you know, coding is dead, we shall just like give up. I'm also not on the stance of like, oh, nothing's gonna affect coding, so just watch the video. Great summary. I feel like the same way has a long way to go, but good competition with other tools out there to get even better. Yep, I agreed. I agree. I think I think overall things are definitely picking up. And there's going to be a lot that's coming out. Google, the way that it stands right now, I don't think it managed to prove itself in any way so far, at least. I like the fancy word. No, the utterance. The utterance. This looks like a job skill to prepare agents for companies. This is more complicated than an untrained employee could do easily. See, like, this is also my my final comment for people who are like, oh, like, you know, code's not useful, we should just all like not code. You know, it's like stuff like this agent builder and things like that come out. Like no code tools will always come after the actual tools itself, right? And no code tools or low code tools will get you like 80% of the way. But if you're really trying to build something that's custom and that actually works well and is scalable, you still need to code to be able to do that. Because the problem with like no code tools is that they're really, really optimized at doing certain things. But it's not very flexible. And truthfully speaking, so many like no code tools are essentially just the wrapper around OpenAI. Like you just put a wrapper around GPT-4, have some like conditional statements and things like that, and have a good prompt. Like that's like literally it. So like if you learn how to do prompt engineering itself, that I think is a very important skill set. But I think like if you really want to be able to develop things and, you know, be able to do things properly, learn how to use APIs. Like I don't think you need to, it's not going to be as involved as it used to be, but I think code, it's still useful, at least for some people who really want to be able to build things that are industry standard and like really, really useful. If you're just playing around with it, I think a lot of people using no code tools, there's also so much that you can do about it. Just know that there is a limitation that I think is not going to go away anytime soon, that limitation. Like even now, right? People that usually code in higher level languages like Python or like Java, there's still people coding in C and C++ because somebody needs to maintain the infrastructure that holds everything up. So I don't think everybody's just going to stop coding. Chat Dev was better. Chat Dev was cuter. All right. I am going to go now. Thank you all so much for watching, for jumping on today. Sorry I had so many difficulties this time around. What should we do for next time? I'm kind of like out of ideas. I know we were talking about RAG before, but now I'm like, well, should we just continue on that series? But there's also like so much stuff that's coming out. Or should we just like test out new tools? Maybe we can build an agent next time. What should we do next time? Assuming that nothing insane happens and we have to talk about it. Bye, Bobby. Goodbye, Bobby. Yeah, I was thinking we can do fine tuning next time around and do an open source model. That's what we talked about last time. So just wanted to see if we still want to do that, or Yeah, we were gonna do building stuff with like no code tools and then to low code and like a little bit more. So kind of start to finish. That's what I was planning to do. We talked about last time, but I don't know if it changed for anyone. Do you want to talk about something else? There are still people coding in IBM RPG. I like don't know what that is, to be honest. How to stop watching anime while coding? I don't know, man. That's oh my god. Have you guys watched the new anime? I tell you, I'm almost done watching this anime. I think you should watch it. It is called the I don't know how to pronounce this word. There's like a lot of English words. It's just kind of embarrassing. It's like I know what it is and I can read it, but I don't know how to say it. Like Apothecary Diaries. If you haven't watched that, go watch it. It's really good. Yeah, it's done really really well. Although I do think it's kind of funny that it's like supposed to be based in ancient China, but it's in Japanese. So I'm just sitting there going like, you're pronouncing these Chinese words in the Japanese accent. Very interesting. But anyways, it's really good. Highly recommend. Build a cool, useful life agent. I would offer it, but I don't know anything about this field. Okay, that's okay. Fine tuning is very well, so that's a good idea. How about Langflow? I like old what is that like? What is Langflow? Create your chatbot. I was like, is it LangChain? What is this? The easiest way to create and share retrieval pipelines. Langflow is designed to redefine the boundaries of AI development experimentation. Oh, interesting. I guess we can do that. I did not know you could do that. Cool. We can do Langflow. It looks like it is no code, low code to... Oh, it's a low code platform. Allows you to integrate AI into doing things. Interesting. Cool. Apothecary. Yeah, apothecary. Oh, is it apothecary? Is it apothecary? Oh no. See, I've been saying it wrong the entire time. How embarrassing. Apothecary. Is that correct? Oh, okay. We can do that. Okay, we can do building a chatbot. That could be fun. We can do Langflow for low code, and then we can do some other ones as well. Create some agents. Yeah, let me think about that. I'd be down to do something like that. In the meantime, I think you should go watch Apothecaries. The Apothecary Diary. Okay, I'm gonna go now. Talk to you guys later. I will see you in the next video.